Welcome back to another Q&A video here on my YouTube channel. First off, how do you get your question answered on one of my Q&A videos or in the vlog? Simply follow me on social media, tweet me your question anytime, or when I post a picture on Instagram asking for questions, shoot them in there. Okay, let's get started. Matt Grubb asks, do you think drag suits actually help? Okay, so I wear a drag suit 3 or 4 times a week. I wear them usually during morning practices when they're more aerobic swimming. Anytime I'm gonna swim fast or do any pace, I take it off. Some people wear them all the time. I wear them for certain practices, for certain reasons. I know some swimmers wear them a lot, like take Ryan Murphy, Olympic gold medalist, for example. I'm pretty sure that dude trains with a drag suit all year long. And when he does pace sets in practice and he wants to go fast, he takes them off. And it's just a feeling, right? Like taking off that drag suit, you initially feel a little bit faster, a little bit higher up in the water. And part of it's a mental thing, but there is a little bit of a physical aspect to it because you are certainly swimming faster. So do I think drag suits help? Yes, I think that they're a good tool when used properly. John asks, what do you think about Caeleb Dressels going 50.0 on 100 breast? Respect. Dude, Caeleb is the man, okay? Good friend of mine, really great guy, but he's just wicked fast. He's just light years ahead of everybody else. He's the greatest short course swimmer in history, no question about it. I believe he has 5 short course yards, American records. I mean, the dude's just a beast, just pure respect. Baylor Wiggins asks, what do you do when you don't feel like training? I go train anyways, because 10 out of 10 times when I don't feel like doing something, when I don't feel like getting out of bed and going to the pool in the morning, but I do anyways and I finish that workout, 10 out of 10 times I feel great about it. Guzra Van Lint, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, I'm awful at this stuff. What does your teammates think about your vlogs? Honestly, most of them are pretty supportive. Lily likes to make fun of me, but I know she really likes them. Most people think it's really cool. Some people feel awkward being on camera, obviously, but for the most part, it's pretty positive. Samuel asks, tips for best taper possible. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a video on taper and tips and the whole thing taper, but in short, I'm gonna answer your question with something that Coach Westfall of the IU distance group, something that he says all the time, and that's this. Taper is not a time for rest. Taper is a time for swimming your lifetime fastest in practice. It's an opportunity to swim lifetime fast times in practice so that you can go to a meet and go lifetime best times. So yes, you should be resting and swimming a little bit less, but the most important component is that you are swimming as fast as humanly possible in practice during taper. Will Chun asks, what's your greatest accomplishment outside of the pool? Easily convincing Ali to marry me. Ali Basello asks, what do you look for in a college program? Okay, great question. If you're a young swimmer and you're looking for a college program, there's 2 things that I recommend you really look hard at when you're looking at schools. Number 1 is culture. Do you like the team's culture? Do you like your teammates? Do you see yourself fitting in there? Do you like the coaches? That is crazy important. The second thing is rate of improvement. Are the swimmers that train there improving? And do you see yourself getting faster there? Are they going to push you? Are they gonna make you better? Those are the questions you should be asking yourself. Andrew Walsh asks, ever trained or swam short course meters? Yes, as a matter of fact, there have been seasons where we do a few workouts a week short course meters. I actually really quite like short course meters a lot. I think I still hold a couple of short course meter American records, I think. Oliver asks, how early do you get up for morning sessions? I wake up at 5 a.m. I usually set my alarm for 4:59 a.m. Zachary asks, how do you get past a bad race and then swim another one fast? You need to have the ability to compartmentalize in swimming. So you need to be able to look at each race individually. And for me, this is just for me, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for everyone else, but if I have a bad race, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be upset. And I'm gonna use that anger and that frustration and channel it into the next swim, right? If I swim poorly, I'm not just gonna sit around and mope about it and be sad about it. I'm gonna think about, okay, what did I do wrong? What could I do better? What can I do differently to make sure it doesn't happen again? And then approach the next race tactically and use that anger and attack. The last thing you want to do is sulk and feel sorry about yourself. You have to compartmentalize. You have to be able to look at the race and say, dang, that sucks, but it's okay because I've got another race and I can tackle that race. Lucas asks, do you have a main focus for every set? Yes, I go into every main set having 1 or 2 small things to work on, whether that be a set of 50s that are fast, come home stronger, right? Build the first 25 and then go on the second 25. You know, don't peel out at the beginning of the race. Or something technical, right? Like making sure that my pull isn't too wide, making sure it's nice and narrow, or that my knees aren't too far apart when I'm kicking. There should always be something small that you're thinking about during practice to make sure that you're improving. That's just my piece of advice. Sam asks, what's your favorite dipping sauce? Probably hummus. I love dipping like celery and carrots and bell peppers in hummus. It's like my favorite. Arnis asks, can you read this question? Yes, I can. Okay, Christopher asks, and this is gonna be the last question because I really like this question and think it's important. Do you celebrate after a good meet? If so, how and what do you do? Okay, I wanna point out that it is important to celebrate little victories. And I'm at the point in my career where it's hard for me to go best times, but most of you who watch these videos are young and can go best times pretty frequently. So celebrate those little victories. Every time you go at best time, slap the water, be happy, show some emotion. That's one thing that I think is missing in this sport. So often at big meets, you see swimmers finish into the wall and they look up at the scoreboard and they're just like, huh, okay. You know, there's no celebration. You know, in football, when there's a touchdown, guys have touchdown dances, right? Like, they get pumped. So yeah, make sure that you celebrate the little things in your sport. And to more accurately address your question, after a good meet, yeah, I have a pizza and some chicken wings, because those are like my favorite foods, right? I go out to dinner with my friends and I have a good time. And, you know, the one thing I want to stress is swimming should be fun, right? I love competing, I love racing, but ultimately I have a good time with my friends, and that's a big part of my lifestyle. And it's important for everyone to embrace that, especially the young swimmers that watch these videos, that watch my vlogs, is to make sure that you are having a good time and that you're embracing those little things. Because at the end of the day, those are the things that matter the most. And that's a wrap on this second Q&A session. If you didn't get your question answered, keep shooting those in. I literally got over 1,000 questions this week, so there's no way I can possibly go through all of them. But I'll keep trying to do more Q&A videos to get more answers out to you guys. Make sure you're watching the vlogs. There are daily vlogs every day this week, and there will be a weekly vlog every Wednesday. You can bank on that. Q&A videos every week. Until next time, see you guys.